Hello friends, welcome to SDET by ABHIJIT. In today's session, we are going to learn a manual testing full course. So, this is a part 1 for manual testing full course. In this session, we are learning what is software testing, and the type of software testing. So, there are two types of software testing, there is automation and manual testing. So, in this session, we will learn manual testing. After later that, we will learn automation testing also, but this is session on only on manual testing. So we are going to start this session. Before to learn what is the software testing, what is the automation testing, what is the manual testing, we need to learn what is a software. So in our daily life we are all interacting to a software and application. So software is nothing but a application. Software is a set of instructions, data or program used to operate a computer and execute a specific task. So software is a set of code, so set of instruction or set of a program which is used to done a do a specific task. So in our daily life we are all interacting with a software. Move towards next, what is a software testing? So friends, software testing is a process of evaluating and verifying that the software product or application does what is it supposed to do or what is it made to do. So in simple way we can say that it is a process. Software testing is a process of identifying the bugs or to ensure that the software application we developed it's according to the customer requirement with superior quality. So it is a process of identifying a bug, because no any software in the world is defect free. There are 100% chances while developing a software there are bugs. So there are two types of software testing, that is automation testing and manual testing. So in this session we are learning manual testing. So move towards next, what is a manual testing? So manual testing is a software testing process in which test cases are executed manually without using any automated tool. So in this manual testing, the tester can manually test the software which by using test cases and by using input output criteria. So what is a test cases and what is functional testing, what is a test case writing, what is test implementation, these are things we learn in our next part. So this is a introduction session. So I hope you will understand what is a manual testing. So before learn how to do a testing, we need to learn how the software is developed actually. So the every software or everything made, it is by according to a process. So there is also process to develop a software, so which is known as software development life cycle. So in this time period the software is going to a cycle which is known as software development life cycle. So in simple manner, software development life cycle is a process of developing a software. So there are 5 steps from which our under development software is growing through. So first is requirement analysis. So the requirement analysis is analyzing the requirement, what are the aspects and the deliverables from our software. So a person from a company is going to client side and collect the requirements. So all the requirements are analyzed and tested by a whole team. Then the next phase is a design phase. So in design phase, design team come together and design a software as per our requirement. So then there is a new document attached to our requirement analysis, in where clearly define the whole design of our software. Then our requirement document is come towards next phase, that is development phase. In development phase, developers start development towards our software. Then the development, after the development is finished, our next phase is a testing phase, where the bugs are found by testers in our test environment, and then if there are happens any bug, the software or build or our feature is returned to our development environment, and after the all bugs are fixed, then there is again retesting of all fixed bugs, and then our new phase arrived, that is deployment. Then after all testings are done, our software is ready to ready for deployment to our client. So this is a little bit about software development life cycle, which is SDLC, or which is the process of developing a software. So every software is need to going through these 5 stages, that is requirement analysis, then design, development, testing, and deployment. So move towards next types of manual testing. So there are 3 types of manual testing, which is black box testing, white box testing, and gray box testing. So as a tester, we need to deal with only black box testing, because a black box testing is done by a software tester. So what is white box testing and what is gray box testing, we will discuss later. So what is black box testing? In a black box testing, black box testing is a software testing method in which the functionalities of a software application are tested without having a knowledge of internal code structure. So as a manual tester, you don't know the actual implementation of a code which is running behind our software. So as a tester, we need to only write a input and takes the output of a functionality. So this is known as a black box testing, because the actual implementation of a code we don't know. We thoroughly test the software as a box is a closed box, which is, that's why this name of this process is a black box testing. So now we learn the testing processes from black box testing, which the testers are performed during a software testing process. So first testing is a functional testing. So what is a functional testing? Testing the functionality of each and every field, feature, and module. So it is a software testing that validates the software system against its functional requirement specification. So we know every software is made for its functionalities. For example, of Gmail is made to send the mail to our client, to our friends, to our family. So sending the mail is a functionality of a Gmail software. So we will, in functional testing, we test the functionality of a Gmail. So figure below shows that input and output box, which is, if we write a input, we take the output, which is a functionality of a software. That is known as the testing which we perform, it is known as functionality testing. So the next testing process is a integration testing. So what is integration testing? Testing the integration, relationship, or connectivity between 2 features or 2 modules. It is a second level of testing process, comes after a unit testing or functional testing. In this testing, units or of individual components of a software are tested in a group. For example, figure shows 2 modules. Suppose the first module is a send message module, and the next module is a outbox. So after if you send a message to our friend, then it needs to show in our outbox module. This is a integration between the 2 modules. This is a integration testing. Integration testing is an important type of testing in our software testing. The next testing process is a compatibility testing. So its name indicates our software is a compatible to all hardware or operating system or applications. Compatibility testing is a type of software testing to check whether the software is capable of running on different hardware or operating system or applications. So for example, if you run a application or software on Windows 7, then it is need to be run on Windows 10 or Windows 11 also. Its browser compatibility or operating system compatibility is a, if you use a mobile which is having lower version, or if you install an application which is not running on this, so that is a compatibility issue. This is a browser compatibility, or a operating system, comes under operating system compatibility. So the next testing process is a user acceptance testing, which is nothing but a UAT. So friends, after all testing processes are done and all testings are takes place on a feature or a module, then at the time of deployment, user or a client also want a final testing on a software. So that is nothing but a UAT, that is user acceptance testing, at the time of acceptance of a software or a build. So what is the user acceptance testing? Is a type of testing performed by end user or a client to verify or accept the software system before moving the software application to the production environment. So friends, at the time of accepting a software, the user also done a testing which is known as user acceptance testing. So there are two types of user acceptance testing, which is alpha testing and beta testing. So what is alpha testing? Alpha testing is the initial phase of validating whether a new product will perform as expected. So when at the time of deployment of a software, client did a testing which is nothing but a alpha testing, and the next testing is a beta testing, which is simply a client shows a beta version to a viewers, to a users, that indicates users are comment their reviews about the software, which is nothing but a beta testing. So friends, in this part of manual testing course, we will learn the important testing processes and the main testing which are performed on a software at the time of it is during testing environment. So in the later part, we will learn the remaining testing processes and the types of testing. Also, we cover test case writing for a software. So if you are new to our channel, please subscribe our channel. Let's meet in second part of this video. Thank you.